Happy New Year, guys. So, I think the motto I'm actually living by now is that proverbial saying, now when person wake up be morning, because it is truly when you wake up that is morning, and I don't want anybody to put me under pressure this year, right? So, again, I'm also saying that because I'm saying Happy New Year and this vlog might come in February, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I want to talk a bit about how last year went. You know what is so funny? I had like all these goals. I'm sure if you followed the channel, you'd have seen I had like this whole board that I set out of plans for 2025. And halfway through the year, I realized, not halfway actually, in fairness, I realized like late in Q1 that I actually had to leave the country. So I had to relocate. And it just scattered everything, right? And essentially, everything I had planned just didn't even work out the way I wanted it to. In a good sense and a bad sense, right? First of all, I didn't read any book last year. I planned to read just three. I didn't read any books last year because I was all over the place, right? I thought I was going to travel a lot more. I did not. I think one of the goals I had was to invest, I think, ₦1 million. We hit that one, luckily. That's one out of three. I can't remember the other things, to be honest, but the point is, this year though, I have decided I'm not actually doing I won't say I'm not doing anything, but I have no concrete set in stone goals, except maybe finance stuff, right? Which, by the way, I have dropped, I think by the time this would come out, I would have dropped like 2 finance videos, so please feel free, watch those, share with your friends, because it's quite good if I say so myself. And I'm also trying to get into the Canadian stock market. So I've been making a lot of content on Nigerian stock markets, right, before now. But this year I've decided to start because I'm now in Canada, right? And so I want to actually see how to learn and grow in the open this year. So like those 2 videos if they've come out now, and share with your friends and all that stuff. But back to it. This year I literally have no plans on a high level note, because I don't know. I feel like, yes, it's good to have sort of where you want to go, and then this is also a good time for like New Year, New Me, 75 hard and all those things. But I find it very inconvenient, 75 hard in particular. I think it's just unnecessary. Like, you should probably just do 75 medium or rest of your life medium and just do and get disciplined. But yeah. Anyway, this year I have no plans. I feel like I've said that 500 times. I want to just live and have things that I hope to do, right? In the sense of, why I won't call them plans is because I'm not really trying to do a set in stone, okay, I want to have achieved this by the end of the year. I literally this year just want to take myself more seriously, right? And I want to be able to sleep at night knowing that I've done something. Relocating was not so easy. It threw me off for like the second half of last year, because you're now working across different time zones. You're now trying to adjust. You're now trying to meet new people, which is not the easiest of things to do as you get older, right? You're trying to understand a new environment. I think, yeah, you're also trying to build a new wardrobe, which I think I spoke about in previous vlogs last year, right? And it's not easy. It does take its toll on you. If there's one thing I really want to do, actually, is I want to get off the internet a bit more in terms of consumption. So maybe, I need to just build systems that would help me reduce how much time I spend on the internet, right? That's probably the only thing, and it ties again back into me trying to take myself more seriously. I feel like the real world is more important than the internet sometimes, and the internet is just, he says on YouTube, is just a lot. But yeah, I think that's one thing. Another thing though, as you get older, you actually have to start thinking in sort of decades, not particularly like next year. So like sort of in 5-10 year blocks, right? Like, what do I want to do in the next 5 years? So I can't remember the exact video I was watching, but the guy was talking about, I think it's one of those CEO videos. He was talking about how people are generally in like 5 buckets, right? Where you have like the geniuses, can't remember the other 4 buckets, and then I think you have like the incompetent, something like that. And he talks about how most people spend more time trying to move themselves from incompetence to the next level. I can't remember what it was. Whereas if you just focus more time on being more of a, like, being better at what you're already good at, right? Then it pushes you into mastery or something. And I'm thinking of doing that like over the next 5-10 years. I think that might just be it, right? Probably that's why I don't have any goals for this year, because I'm thinking 5 years from now, where do I want to be? How do I want to be? Who do I want to be? And it's not particularly, I don't know, I can't think of how to scale that down to a 1 year thing. I might be wrong, it might sound foolish, because truly, if you have a 5-year plan, you should be able to bring it back down to one. But for now, 2026, I can't see that. I know that I just want to take myself more seriously, truly, and I'm hoping that I do. I mean, in terms of things like finance and maybe measurable things like content, it's easier to say, oh, I want to put out 10 videos this year, or I want to grow from 2,000 to 5,000, or I want to, save #1 million this year or something. But when it comes to us as people, like, not, how do I explain it? Like things like gym, right? It's easy to say, okay, I want to go from 80 kg to 60 kg. You can easily quantify that. But when you want to say, oh, I want to become a better person, then it becomes slightly tricky to quantify, because what does a better person look like? How do you scale that down to daily? Okay, I want to wake up early, I want to do blah blah blah. Yes, it's good, but how do you really scale that down to saying, okay, at the end of the year, maybe I was sleeping 8 hours before, now I'm sleeping 6. Does that really make me a better person? Something like that. I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling, but the point is, this year I genuinely I don't want anybody to put me under pressure. I don't have any plans. I've been consuming a lot of content, and I again, because of end of year stuff, right? And I saw a lot of people had their vision boards and stuff like that. And I thought to myself, I made a vision board last year, like I mentioned, and not many things actually work. So maybe this year I shouldn't do that. I don't know. Honestly, I actually don't know. But yeah. Well, welcome to the vlog. Happy New Year. Don't be like me. Make plans for this year. If anything, check the finance videos I've dropped and at least make financial plans. Final point here. I've been learning a lot about compounding, right? So I don't know if you've seen those illustrations where there's like it's called a domino effect, where there's like a small thing, like a small slab of wood, right? And each successive slab of wood gets bigger, and then all you have to do is push the small one, and then the rest of it just goes pop, 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 and then the big one falls, right? So that's like sort of where I am thinking in terms of 5 years. But you see, the small one is what I haven't quite figured out yet. The big one, I sort of have an idea, but the small one, not particularly. But I don't know. Anyway, don't be like me. That's the moral of this whole thing. And yeah, welcome to the vlog, guys. Let's see what I get up to this month or week or whatever, whenever this vlog drops. And I hope you guys have a fantastic 2026. And if you're like me, let me know what you do think you want to do this year. I think it's a help. Like, I've also noticed, just listening to more people helps sometimes, because if there's one thing I've learned on Reddit, is that every problem you want to solve, or every problem you have today, somebody had it 17 years ago and explained a step-by-step manner how we got through it, right? So it'd be good to hear from you guys what your plans are, I guess, what your goals are, what you plan to do more or do less of. But on a final note of gratitude, so a lot of the people that I mentor on like the markets and stuff like that, right, they hit their goals as at December. So we had like a period where we mentored it, like I mentored these people. I was like an accountability partner up until December, and a lot of them hit their goals, and essentially I like graduated them, right? And it made me realize that sometimes helping other people gives more satisfaction than sort of personal development, in a sense. I don't know how to really word it, but the joy you get from helping other people sometimes is more than enough, right? It's sometimes fills that hole of things that you think you want to do or you might be missing. Because a lot of them were like, oh my God, Isaac, thank you so much. I hit my goals. And I didn't even hit my own goals. But seeing these other guys hit their goals, I was like, this is good. This feels better than the down feeling of me not hitting my own goals. But I don't know. I don't know. I think I picked the wrong day not to wear my boots, to be honest. But yeah, it wasn't snowing downtown, so I didn't wear boots. And I checked the weather, I didn't see flurries or anything. But bro, I got here and I mean, to be fair, it is quite beautiful, but it's too cold. Like, it is way, way too cold for this, man. Way too cold for this. But yeah, and I have to wait for the bus. You know what I've realized? Having a car in Canada, it's not a negotiable. In the spirit of it's when you wake up that is morning, I think I'm going to go and do a bit of shopping today because it's winter. Like, it's been really cold. So I want to go to Value Village and probably pick up some knitwear, maybe if I see any. And then I might stop at Uniqlo and pick up, because I've heard Uniqlo has like really nice sweatpants. So let's see if we can pick those up. The hunt for glasses continues. I somehow ended up like, I don't know, I still can't find like a new pair that I like because I'm trying to break out of the box standard circular frames that I always use. But I think change is so difficult because everything looks okay, but then there's a part of my head that is like, I don't know, because I've been wearing like round frames for like what, 8 years now ish. So it's like changing from that is going to be so difficult. But yeah, so far so good though. I had to brave the wind because I always miscalculate, right? I never really check windshield when I'm moving out. So I'll look at the temperature and it's like -1. But I always forget to check what it actually feels like. So it was saying it was -1, but then I left and the wind was brutal. Like I had to run in. I'm not even a coffee guy, but I'm drinking coffee because wow. But yeah, I stopped at Cops. I think in one of the older vlogs in the summer, I had visited one of these places and it was quite cool. The donuts are really nice, right? So I had to stop in here just to get like some heat because damn, it's cold outside. But yeah. Anyways, the hunt for glasses, new glasses continues. I don't know though, I'm thinking I might have to do something a bit retro, maybe square, or maybe like the thin. Honestly, I don't know yet. But yeah, we'll figure one of those out. Yo, there was a severe weather warning. I thought it was a joke, but I still had to get fries. But yo, this is absolutely freezing. Jeez. I think this is hands down the coldest I've felt in my entire life. But yeah. Whew. It's been a very cold couple of days, man. Right? It's like minus 21, minus 24 type thing. And because of how cold it is, I haven't actually been going out much. Google has been sending alerts saying, oh, temperatures are going to be extremely low this period, like, stay warm and all that. We had like 60 centimeters of snow in Toronto, so everywhere is like blocked out. But today, luckily, I'm still going to. I think today I'll be able to go out. I'm going to meet up with my brother, get his glasses, and we'll probably go record shopping. I don't have any records I want to pick up in mind yet, but we would see what's available. Apart from that, really, like winter has destabilized me. Like I actually have to be taking vitamin D right now because my mood is really bad. Like I actually get it, right? I actually get it. It's absolutely terrible. But yeah, let's go.